Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. It is all about how you are perfect, whole and complete exactly as you are, and that you don't need to be out here in the 3D trying to make change or, wait a long time for things to happen. You are perfect, whole and complete exactly as you are. Let's dive into this. Firstly, if you'd like to work with me, I offer one-on-one live coaching. I am loving working with everyone, my regular clients and all of my new clients. Thank you so much for booking in. I also offer 7-day challenges if you want to deep dive into manifesting your specific person, self-concept, working through childhood trauma, and also a 21-day challenge around getting consistent amazing loving communication from your specific person. So all the links are in our bio and description box, and I hope you enjoy. Reach out if you have any questions. So you are complete, perfect, whole, exactly as you are. What does this mean? It means that we are letting go of any conditioning, societal pressures, negative inner conversations, social expectations. We are loving ourselves. We are deeply loving and accepting ourselves for who we are and where we are at right now in our lives. So some clients come to me and say, I need to perhaps lose weight in order for my specific person to be attracted to me or want to be with me. Or I need to have a certain amount of money or a certain type of career. I have to tick all these boxes off, A, B, and C, in order for this to work. We are never invited to the how and the when of when our manifestations, materialize in the 3D. It's already done in the 4D, but we're not invited to those parts. And what really delays our manifestations is when we put conditions on ourselves like that. So in previous videos, I've talked about how from the ages 0 to 6, 0 to 7, we have so many conditions or conditioning put onto us from our caregivers and all of those around us. Things like upbringing, religion, trauma, all sorts of things which are shaping our character and personality. Some worse than others. It's conditioning. So we're not actually thinking for ourselves and stepping into our true identity. If you're someone who's experienced a lot of trauma as a child, this will often come out in later years as an adult. If you're someone who grew up in a very loving, stable, peaceful home, you're more likely to have less trauma to deal through as an adult. Other blocks may come up, but as human beings, you are perfect, complete and whole anyway. It is, like anything else, an assumption, or a perception. And I often find particularly clients with a lot of trauma are really hard on themselves. With the law of assumption, we don't need to be hard on ourselves. We don't need to be critical. We don't need to be putting ourselves down. We are our own best friend. And self-concept is work that I work on a lot with clients around who you actually are, separate to all the conditioning that you've experienced as a child, as a teenager, as an adult. Who are you? What if you had completely different parents, different experiences? You would most likely be a different person. You would have different behaviors and different patterns, different assumptions as a result. So this is deeper work that we do in sessions, but I want you to just take a look at yourself and your life and where you're at right now and pour love into yourself. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? I mean, there's so many things that we take for granted, like just being able to see. There's millions of blind people out there, millions of deaf people out there. What is it like to be able to walk if you're able to walk? Or, just these really basic things that are just not so basic for many people. Like, what are you thankful for? Physiologically, mentally, emotionally, materialistically. These are things to really dive into. But the bottom line, you are perfect, whole, and complete exactly as you are. This really is true, and it needs to become a new assumption. Okay, I am perfect, whole, and complete exactly as I am. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to place limitations on my manifestations. I don't need to create excess blocks. I'm perfect, whole, and complete exactly as I am. How does that feel? How does it feel now that I'm with my specific person? How does it feel now that I have all the money and I'm making plans to travel, or I'm planning my wedding, or we're planning a family? Like, step into that energy. This is what manifests really quickly. When you're in alignment with yourself, there's deep love, deep respect, and appreciation for yourself. And you're just not limiting yourself anymore. You are the only operant power of your reality. So it is your work to really step into the new version of yourself that is full of love and acceptance and faith in yourself, faith in others, faith in the unseen. You can really do anything. So a lot of this comes down to self-concept work. If you need help with this, I absolutely dive into this in sessions. A lot of it will relate back to childhood experiences. And I also have a 7-day challenge on this, which really dives in deep with meditations, inner conversations, very healing, if that's something that you're looking for. And the reason I have these 7-day challenges as well is because it doesn't need to take a long time. It really doesn't. We're always creating in the now moment. You're beautiful, whole, perfect, complete right now. You don't need to change or effort or fix anything. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for being here.